Leonardo was born into a world on the cusp of change, a time when the old ways were giving way to new ideas and innovations. It was the year 1452, and the Italian peninsula was a tapestry of city-states, each vying for power and prestige. These city-states, like Florence, Venice and Milan, were centres of commerce, politics and culture. The Renaissance was dawning, a rebirth of classical art, literature and philosophy. This period marked a profound transformation in European history where creativity and intellectual pursuits flourished. Leonardo's birthplace, the small Tuscan town of Vinci, nestled amidst rolling hills, was far from the bustling centres of Florence and Rome. Vinci was a serene and picturesque village, surrounded by vineyards and olive groves. It was a place of simple beginnings, where the young Leonardo's insatiable curiosity would first take root. The tranquil environment provided a perfect backdrop for a young mind eager to explore and understand the world. Leonardo's birth was an event of some note, though not for the reasons history would come to know him. His arrival was a humble one, in a modest home that would later become a place of pilgrimage for art enthusiasts. He was born out of wedlock, the illegitimate son of a notary, Piero da Vinci, and a local woman named Caterina. Despite the social stigma attached to his birth, Leonardo's father played a crucial role in his early life. Despite this social stigma, Leonardo's father ensured he received a basic education in reading, writing and arithmetic. This foundational education was essential in nurturing Leonardo's intellectual growth. The boy's natural intelligence was apparent from an early age. His curiosity knew no bounds, and he was constantly seeking to learn and understand more about the world around him. His keen observations of the natural world, from the flight of birds to the flow of water, hinted at the polymath he would become. Leonardo's fascination with nature was evident in his meticulous studies and sketches. Leonardo's artistic talents began to emerge early. His drawings were not just simple doodles, but detailed studies that showcased his extraordinary ability to capture the essence of his subjects. He filled his schoolbooks with intricate drawings of animals, plants and fantastical creatures. These sketches were a testament to his vivid imagination and keen eye for detail. These early sketches, marked by an uncanny realism and attention to detail, caught the eye of his father. Piero recognized that his son's talents were exceptional and needed proper nurturing. Recognizing his son's prodigious gift, Piero secured an apprenticeship for Leonardo in the bustling workshop of Andrea del Verrocchio, one of Florence's most renowned artists. This opportunity was a turning point in Leonardo's life. It was a pivotal moment, launching Leonardo on a path that would redefine the course of art history. Under Verrocchio's guidance, Leonardo honed his skills and began to develop his unique artistic vision. Florence in the late 15th century was a city alive with artistic fervour. It was the epicenter of the Italian Renaissance, a place where patrons like the Medici family poured their wealth into supporting artists, architects and thinkers. Leonardo, at the age of 14, found himself immersed in this vibrant milieu, apprenticed to the renowned Verrocchio. Verrocchio's workshop was a hive of activity, with apprentices engaged in various disciplines from painting and sculpture to metalwork and engineering. Leonardo's apprenticeship under Verrocchio was rigorous and comprehensive. He learned the fundamentals of drawing, painting and sculpting. He mastered the techniques of fresco and tempera, the use of light and shadow, and the principles of perspective. Verrocchio, recognizing Leonardo's exceptional talent, entrusted him with increasingly significant tasks. He assisted in the creation of altarpieces, sculpted decorative reliefs, and even contributed to the studio's lucrative business of painting banners and shields. One anecdote highlights Leonardo's burgeoning talent. Verrocchio was working on a painting depicting the baptism of Christ, and he assigned Leonardo the task of painting a single angel. Leonardo's angel, rendered with ethereal grace and delicate sfumato, a technique he would later make his own, outshone the rest of the painting. Legend has it that Verrocchio, upon seeing his pupil's work, vowed never to paint again, so awestruck was he by Leonardo's skill. As the years passed, Leonardo's skills surpassed those of his peers, setting him apart as a prodigy in the making. He absorbed knowledge voraciously, studying anatomy, optics, and engineering with the same fervor he applied to his art. His insatiable curiosity knew no bounds, driving him to explore the intricacies of the natural world. He dissected corpses to understand the human body, filling notebooks with detailed anatomical drawings that were centuries ahead of their time. These studies not only informed his art, but also contributed to the fields of medicine and science. He experimented with new pigments and painting techniques, constantly seeking ways to capture the ephemeral beauty of light and shadow on canvas. His relentless pursuit of perfection led to innovations that would influence generations of artists. Leonardo's early works already hinted at the genius that would blossom. Each piece was a testament to his growing mastery and unique vision. His Annunciation, painted when he was still in his early 20s, showcases his mastery of perspective and his ability to infuse religious scenes with human emotion. The painting stands as a milestone in his early career. The angel Gabriel, his wings outstretched against a meticulously rendered landscape, seems to have just alighted on earth, his expression a blend of divine authority and gentle compassion. This attention to detail and emotion was revolutionary. The Virgin Mary, startled yet serene, embodies the very essence of Renaissance grace and piety. Her expression captures a moment of divine encounter, rendered with unparalleled sensitivity. It was during these formative years that Leonardo developed his signature technique, Sfumato, which translates to smoky or vanished in Italian. This technique would become a hallmark of his style. Sfumato involved the use of subtle gradations of tone and color to create soft, hazy transitions between light and shadow. This method allowed for a more lifelike and three-dimensional representation of his subjects. This technique, evident in the ethereal smile of the Mona Lisa and the enigmatic gaze of Lady with an Ermine, imbues Leonardo's subjects with a sense of depth, mystery, and life. These portraits remain some of the most studied and admired works in art history. Leonardo, the artist, was becoming a master. His relentless dedication and innovative spirit were beginning to pay off. His star was on the rise, and his works were gaining recognition far and wide. The world was starting to take notice of his extraordinary talent. The world, however, was yet to see the full extent of his genius. Leonardo's journey was just beginning, and his contributions would go on to shape the future of art, science, and engineering in ways that were unimaginable at the time. In 1482, at the age of 30, Leonardo left the familiar confines of Florence and journeyed north to the bustling city of Milan. The Duke of Milan, Ludovico Sforza, a cunning and ambitious ruler, had invited Leonardo to join his court. Leonardo, ever eager for new challenges and patrons, accepted the Duke's invitation. He presented himself not merely as a painter, but as a multifaceted artist, engineer and architect. Leonardo's years in Milan would prove to be some of the most productive of his life. Duke Ludovico, known as Il Moro, the Moor, was a shrewd judge of talent. He recognized in Leonardo a unique combination of artistic brilliance and engineering prowess. Leonardo was commissioned to design elaborate court festivals, create innovative weaponry, and of course produce magnificent works of art. He thrived in this intellectually stimulating environment, his notebooks overflowing with sketches of flying machines, hydraulic pumps, and anatomical studies. It was in Milan that Leonardo embarked on his most ambitious painting project yet, The Last Supper. Commissioned by the Duke for the refectory of the Santa Maria del Grazie monastery, the painting was to depict the dramatic moment when Jesus announces that one of his disciples will betray him. Leonardo, never one to shy away from a challenge, approached this monumental task with characteristic innovation. Leonardo's restless curiosity extended far beyond the canvas, reaching into the very fabric of the natural world. He possessed an insatiable thirst for knowledge, a burning desire to unravel the mysteries of the natural world and the intricate workings of the human body. His notebooks, filled with thousands of pages of sketches, diagrams, and observations, are a testament to his wide-ranging interests and his insatiable desire to understand the world around him. These pages reveal a mind constantly at work, always questioning, always exploring. Leonardo's scientific pursuits were not merely theoretical, he was a hands-on experimenter, a tinkerer who sought to give life to his ideas. His workshop was a place of endless experimentation, where imagination met reality. Leonardo's fascination with anatomy began in his youth, driven by a desire to understand the human form in its entirety. He dissected corpses under the cover of night, making detailed drawings of bones, muscles, and internal organs. These dissections were not just scientific endeavors, but also acts of artistic exploration. His anatomical sketches were centuries ahead of their time, revealing a level of accuracy and understanding that would not be matched until the 19th century. They provided insights that would influence both science and art for generations. Leonardo's study of anatomy informed his art, allowing him to depict the human form with unparalleled realism and expressiveness. His paintings and sculptures captured the essence of human emotion and physicality. Leonardo's engineering feats were equally remarkable, showcasing his ability to blend creativity with practicality. He designed bridges, canals, and fortifications, each project reflecting his innovative approach to solving complex problems. He sketched out plans for flying machines, submarines, and armored tanks, centuries before such inventions would become a reality. His visionary ideas laid the groundwork for future technological advancements. He studied the flow of water, the properties of light, and the principles of mechanics, delving into the fundamental forces that govern our world. Leonardo's notebooks are a treasure trove of ingenuity, a testament to a mind that saw no boundaries between art, science, and the boundless possibilities of human invention. They remain a source of inspiration, reminding us of the limitless potential of human creativity and curiosity.